everyone, welcome back. For today's mani, we're going to be dipping in the dip powders from Bling Galleria, and we are on day 11 of our series here, and we're going to start off today with some color blocking. I'm going to try doing a vertical color block. I've never done one before. I'm a little nervous, but yet excited. It should be pretty easy. We have all the essentials that we need to complete this with our trusty 3M medical tape. That is by far my favorite color blocking tape. And then just to make sure it's laying really flat, I'm just pressing it down with that silicone tool. We are diving into the first color today, which is called Wizardry. In this color right here, it is everything. It is like this bright purple, but yet it has like this pinkness to it. It is stunning. It is everything. If you love pinks and purples, this color is definitely going to be for you. And that coverage that we're getting with that first dip with the gel method is phenomenal. And that's pretty standard when it comes to any of the dip powders from Bling Galleria. They are amazing coverage. All right, so you're probably like, oh no, she has the color blocking tape out again. So what could go wrong? We're going to do another nail here with that color blocking. I just thought that we should tie in another nail here with Wizardry because I'm completely obsessed with this color. So I'm just carefully applying that gel base here to that area of the nail that does not have that tape on it. And I am getting a little bit of that gel base on that tape as well, but I'm just carefully making sure that I'm not completely covering it. And we went ahead and dipped into that cupcake liner, and there it is. We have our first line here. So far, things are looking good. But I'm just going to go ahead and finish up the Wizardry colors here. We're going to go and do the exact same process here on the other color blocking nail. Now you will notice when I am placing that nail back in the stand, you can see how that tape, that one that's in the stand right now, but next to that thumbnail, you can see that that tape is facing the thumb. That's because when I place it down in that nail stand, it's going to show you the opposite. But once we go ahead and place this manicure on our nails, it's going to go ahead and transition into those two colors. So you're going to have a really cool radiant effect. It just looks a little bit different there on the nail stand, but don't worry. At the end, it's all going to come together. All right, so that first coat, I'm already loving it. We're going to go ahead and cure that for 30 seconds and dust off. And now we're going in with the second coat. So just when you think things gonna get any better with this color, it does. So you're gonna see this color just really just come to life. It's gonna even be more vibrant and brighter and spookier. This color, look at that. Oh, and you can really see it definitely pulls a little bit more of that pink in with that second color. And you can see here with that 2 dips versus 1, that color difference. But overall, such a gorgeous dip. All right, so let's touch base on the 31 Days of Halloween series. We're already on day 11. Don't forget to keep an eye out. There will be that Halloween image that's going to randomly pop up here in the video, and that's going to be the image you need for today's Google entry form for your entry for the giveaway. I am doing a giveaway at the end of the series. The last video of the series will be on October 13th, and then the giveaway, all the entries must be received by October 16th, and then we'll spin a wheel, and then someone is going to win a grand prize. It's all nail related, and I have 10 companies involved in this amazing giveaway. Also, you can get up to 31 entries, so each video you can enter into that giveaway. So overall, super fun. We've been having a lot of fun during this series so far. We've done a lot of manis. I mean, we're on day 11, but the reason why I like to start a little bit earlier is because I want to make sure if there's anything that you're seeing that you want to add to your collection or are thinking of using for the Halloween season, that you can get them before that big Halloween day. Color blocking, the moment of truth. We're going to remove the tape on both nails here, and I'm just going to slowly pull that tape off just to try to make sure it stays in one piece and doesn't rip. And here is the color blocking. I'm actually pretty shocked. It looks really good. So now we're going to go ahead and add this beautiful glitter here, which screams classic Halloween to me. It is called Witchcraft. It has those, classic Halloween colors of purple and orange, and that orange is just like the most, it's not like a neon orange, it's more of like that pumpkin-y orange, so super pretty. So I did get a little bit of gel base on that colored purple nail there, so I'm just going to go ahead and use the silicone tool and just gently remove that gel product before dipping into those glitters. So I just dipped into those glitters, and now I'm going to go ahead and just gently press those down. And I really like the coverage that we got with that first dip, so I'm just going to make sure everything is laying super flat to that nail, and then we're going to go in with a precision tool, and I'm just going to make sure that that line between Wizardry and Witchcraft is super straight. So I'm just going to gently move those those glitters away from Wizardry just to clean up that line a little bit and just make it extra crisp. And then I'm just going to make sure that there's no stray glitters hanging off the side or the free edge. But overall, I love the coverage that we got with this, and I just still can't get over the pops of orange and purple in this glitter. Witchcraft is a great name for this, and it just is the perfect Halloween glitter mix. I mean, it's simple, but yet it has that perfect glittery punch of Halloween goodness. So I cured for 30 seconds, dusted off. So now we're getting into that other nail here, and we're going to go ahead and apply that gel base. I'm going to carefully try to not get any of that gel base on that beautiful purple, but this time when we dip into the cupcake liner, I had a couple bare spots, so I am going to show you how I fill those in after we go ahead and cure it. Now, since I used a solid color and then that glitter actually, with that first dip, it came to the same level as the 2 dips of Wizardry. So I did not want to go ahead and do like a full dip back into that glitter, because then I was going to add bulk and then my layers wouldn't have been even. I would have had a lot of filing and buffing to do. So in order to cut down my filing and buffing, I'm going to go ahead and cure this for 30 seconds, and then I'm going to go ahead, dust off, and then we're going to hand place some glitters here just to fill in these bare spots that you see right here. That's going to be the best way, in my opinion, when working with glitters and to cut down bulk and your filing, is to just hand place and fill in. It's actually super easy to hand place, especially with these glitters that we're working with today, because they're not like these giant hexagon pieces. They're like the medium sized pieces of glitter. So it was super easy to fill these in. I'm just taking the Bling Galleria precision tool, and when I tap it onto that nail, I'm picking up some gel base, and then that's how I'm getting those glitters to go on that precision tool. And then I'm just carefully filling in those areas. And then once I'm satisfied, I'm going to go ahead and just make sure that they're all laying super flat and then cure for 30 seconds. But this is, for me, the best way I feel like to cut down bulk, is just to hand place. And I've been really obsessed with this method when it comes to working with glitters, even chunky glitters. I've been really liking hand placing on those bare spots. So this is what it looks like. I love it. There's just something about these 2 colors that are everything. But we're going to go in with another color here called Bat Beep Crazy. It's such a fun name, and I could not be more thrilled with this color. So it has these beautiful like purple foils in here. It has some larger like neon kind of coral pieces of glitter in here, and it has these bat pieces that are just so fun. Overall, this is just a really fun Halloween glitter, and I really like the name of it. Plus, I really am enjoying like foils with bigger pieces of bigger pieces of glitter in them. And then these bat shapes in here are just overall fun. So this nail had to be full coverage of this beautiful color. So it looks like a hot mess, but definitely trust the process, because we have foils and bigger pieces of glitter hanging everywhere. But I'm just giving it some love here, and I'm just gently pressing everything down. Now, when you are working with gels, just keep in mind to have a light hand when you are pressing these down, because that gel is not cured, and you can disturb that gel if you are pressing too hard, and then you're going to start removing the dip that we just added. If you are working with your dip base, you're going to be golden. Just make sure that you're taking that time to just make sure you're pressing everything down. You could also use the baggie method as well when you're activating, just to make sure everything is super flat if you're using dip liquids. But overall, I love this so much. That coverage is great. Everything's laying really flat. I'm going to cure that for 30 seconds. Now we just dusted off, and now we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to go ahead and hand place some more foils and more bat pieces to this mani, just to make sure we're getting in all those bare spots. Plus, I really wanted to add more of these little bats. Now, these glitter pieces that are in here, the bats, they're super tiny. So it's just like, I don't know, they're just so fun, and they're really thin. So they are laying really flat to the nail, which I love that about glitters, especially fun shape ones. I love when they like lay super flat to the nail. But if you did have any glitters that were sticking up, you could always go ahead and stick that nail in the lamp for 10 seconds, then pull that nail out and then gently press down. That's going to get everything to really stick flat to the nail. So that's just another option to help with those glitter pieces. If you want to see that process in action, I did do a mani, I believe on Monday on my channel, no, Sunday, that had some bats in it. I did that method, so that's another option when working with glitter pieces. All right, so filing and buffing. So filing and buffing, super easy. All I'm doing is just cleaning up the shape, cleaning up the sidewalls and the free edge, and that's all I do for my buffing when I do the gel method. Unless I have like a nail that I really need to like buff on the top, then I will do my fun and buffing a little bit different. But today was super easy. I did the rest off camera. So now we're going to add in this really fun black nail sticker nail art tape. Now this nail art tape is such a game changer. It's really fun. So it's that same traditional nail tape that you see in like a spool, but it's on a sticker sheet. So this time I wanted to try it without doing a layer of gel base first. Normally I'll do a layer of gel base, cure that for 30 seconds because that gives that nail a little bit of a tacky layer to really help like any nail art or decal stick down to the nail. But I wanted to see how this stuck to the nail like without that step. So right now I'm just making sure that it's super straight, and then I'm going in with that silicone tool. Once I'm satisfied with how that's laying and just laying super flat, it is sticking really well. And then I'm going to go ahead and take this cuticle nipper. This is an old cuticle nipper that I use for any nail art, and I'm just trimming away that edge there, and everything's laying really flat. It didn't move when I was cutting the ends off that tape or anything like that. And then to seal it in right away, I did a layer of gel base and cured it for 30 seconds. I went ahead and did that other color blocking tape on the other nail and finished up the mani with a layer of gel base, cure that for 30 seconds. Now we're going in with a layer of gel top coat. I'm going to do the rest of the nails off camera, cure for 60 seconds. Here's the finished mani. I love how this turned out. To me, this is just like a classic Halloween mani, but yet we have really fun accents here. We have that classic glitter of Witchcraft, which pulls in those classic purples and pinks. I really, really like the color blocking. I think it turned out really well for a first time for doing vertical. Plus, I feel like it ties so well together with that black accent tape. And then we have the fun middle nail here with Batshit Crazy, which has those beautiful foils. We have some of those really bright, bigger pieces of glitter, and then those little bats, which just totally melt my heart. I love this mani so much. I had so much fun creating it. I hope you enjoyed watching this mani today. Don't forget that Google image you saw, that's going to be the image you need for the entry form today. I'm going to go ahead and list everything that you saw in today's mani in that description box below, and I'll see you all in the next spooky one.